A lot of times when I scout a guy, I have a little section about how does he handle adversity. And in this case, a big check mark. He may have thrown the first interception, but I don't think he's going to throw very many more.
You talk about this Seahawk defense. They were terrific last week in the win over the Rams.
And it was the pass rush that really keyed their victory. Got to the quarterback 6 times for sacks and plenty of other turbulence in the pocket for him as well.
They'll go with a rookie from Alabama. It's Jahmyr Gibbs. And he goes out of bounds just shy of the 45. It's a gain of 14 and a first down for Detroit. Successful toss play to the right there. It's interesting. Teams seem to run the toss a lot more to the right than to the left.
It's usually a little more natural. Right-handed quarterback, typically your power side running the ball is to the right side with your guard and your tackle. In college football, they used to call it student body right because you had everyone on that side, including a fullback leading. In the pros, they don't call it that, but it's still the same result.
To about the 48-yard line. The Lions had 0-1 on the year following the loss in the opener. And listen, they knew last week they were in for a tough fight on the road. But now here's the home opener and a chance to get things right.
And I like the way that you presented that because the bottom line is they didn't come out of that loss discouraged. They just came home and said, hey, if we do what we're supposed to do, protect our home turf, we'll be just fine.
From the 48-yard line, here's 2nd and 6. They'll go again with Gibbs. And he's up across midfield and down into Seattle territory. 2 yards still to go. 3rd down now. Play action. It's gone. He's got his target. That's complete. And he is going to have a Lions first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. Gibbs straight ahead. And he finds a little bit of room, enough for 4 yards. It'll be 2nd down. Well, this defense for the Seahawks, terrific last week in the season opening victory.
And what keyed their victory? The pass rush. Got to the quarterback 6 times for sacks. And plenty of other turbulence in the pocket for him as well. Hard to throw the ball downfield when all you're seeing is opposing jerseys come at you.
Second down, and they go back to Gibbs. And only able to get 2 here. Stopped at the 30.
I do know from experience that when you slow down someone's running game, you're now doing the dictating on defense. And guess what? Now you're getting ready to tee off on their quarterback because they have to throw it all the time. But you still have to be alert for the draws and other plays of that nature to make sure you don't get hurt.
And on 3rd and 5, this will be the 8th play of the drive.
76! 76! Hey, kill! 4 now.
Out of the gun. Goff. He gets this out wide to Gibbs. And he won't get to the marker. He's a yard short. A pickup of 3 and leaves him with 4th and 1.
If this were baseball, we'd call this small ball. Instead of pushing it downfield, they throw a short pass trying to pick up the first down, but the defense rallies to the football and stops him short, bringing up a 4th down.
And no move to get the offense off the field. They'll stay put on 4th and 1.
Hey, lift!
They'll try and run for it. And he is going absolutely nowhere in the wrong direction. The Lions turned away on 4th down. And the Seahawks are going to take over the football. Here's the Seattle offense ready to get this drive underway. They've got a 3-0 lead and the football as they start 1st and 10. And to the 42-yard line here and brought down there.
He's brought down at the 42-yard line. 10 yards.
3-0 after 1 on EA Sports. Seahawk football here to start quarter number 2. As they've got it with 2nd down and less than a yard.
Hey, here we go, hey. Clock running.
They run again with Walker. And he still has yet to get on track in this first half as they're going to stop him behind the line. That second down play nets a -4.
That was well played there defensively. 2 tight ends in the formation, which essentially gave them 7 blockers up front. Hard to imagine with all that size and beef that they could let a tackler through. But that's exactly what happened. A loss resulted.
This now a 3rd and 4. They'll fake it. Now Smith. Blitz coming, and down he goes. It's a loss of 10 on the sack, and it leads to 4th. On 4th down, ready to punt, Michael Dixon. Back deep, Khalif Raymond. They only punted twice in the win last week as he gets this one away. That's pulled in at the 32. They'll score that a 36-yard punt, and the Lions will take over. The Detroit offense ready to begin their drive. A kind of a lucky break on the prior drive, Charles. The turnover on downs that the offense had didn't come back to bite them after the other side. Their defense came through, was able to hold them without any points.
I would agree with you, partner. A little bit of a lucky break indeed, but you know what they'd say to us. No luck, just pure skill. We rose to the challenge, and we didn't permit a score. That's how we roll.
Well, I'm kind of curious, Charles, if they might temper their aggressiveness now offensively if they get in that 4th down spot again.
Yeah, one would think so, but maybe because they held them, they might go for it again.
Now a throw here to his running back, and he'll be stopped right at midfield. 11 yards there and a Lion 1st down.
And they'll use him out in the backfield, and sometimes quite a bit. They're just trying to get him touches any way they can. 4 catches a week ago, there's another one right there.
This offense hoping to avoid the 0-2 start. They trail, but they've got a 1st and 10 here. From the 50, it's Goff. He'll let this go deep for St. Brown. And this one is incomplete.
They decided the opportunity was there and launched a deep ball, but he was unable to get away from the defender. Couldn't create space, couldn't uncover the end of the route, and that one winds up incomplete.
On 2nd and 10, Goff. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
His back has been a dependable safety valve all game, so he went back to him when his first read was covered. Just unable to connect, so the play results in no gain.
So back-to-back incompletions, and that has them staring at a 3rd and 10. Throwing again is Goff. He's airing it out for Williams. And that is caught. Touchdown, Detroit. Jamison Williams, his first touchdown here of the new campaign. And the Lions have taken the lead. Extra point by Patterson, up and good. And that makes it a 7-3 lead. Back out there to send this one away. Eskridge going to keep this one in the end zone, and they'll start at the 25-yard line. Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. As we eat closer and closer to intermission, Charles, remember last time out they punted. They would love to get points here, especially if this is going to be their final possession of the first half.
Yeah, and this is what close games feel like because the pressure is on both sides, but sometimes the pressure is a little bit higher on the team with the slight edge because they're trying to hold on to that, trying to increase it. Let's see how this one continues.
They'll come up now 2nd and 4 from the 31. gun, Smith. They'll lock it with a grab over the middle. And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. 13 yards on his first catch. It's a first down as well.
And that's a more than acceptable read right there because it's zone coverage, so timing is everything. This time he waits for his man to come open, puts it right on him, and they pick up a first down.
On first down, Smith. And the Lions pressure too strong. Down he goes. They dial up the corner blitz that time, and it delivers to the tune of a 9-yard loss.
Well, that's a pretty darn good start to his season, huh? A sack in the opener, adds a second one here. That tells you about his offseason. He came in determined to have a big year, and it's paying off.
After the sack, it's 2nd and 19, and the road gets a bit tougher from here. They'll fake the handoff. Now Smith going for Metcalf on the deep ball. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there trying to take a shot, but it's 3rd down.
I know conventional wisdom says, hey, don't get it all back in one play. But sometimes you go ahead and try to. They tried to get it all back on that one. Weren't able to do so.
That is taken in by the tight end Fant. And it's going to be another first down as they'll get him to the ground at the Lions' 40. 3rd and 19, no problem as they're able to convert.
And that's well executed there on 3rd down. And I love the confidence that they had to let their tight end try and find some space in the middle of the field, right in their quarterback's line of vision. And QBs love to make that easy throw, and they hooked up there for a first down.
This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. Play action. It's Smith. Looking for Lockett, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Cameron Sutton. And the Lions are going to get it back here just past the 35. The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. A long drive last time out for this offense, Charles. If you remember, they started basically in the shadows of their own end zone, marched it down the field, and a lot of that was through the passing game.
The partners are former defensive back. I'm not watching what's happening right now, but let's give credit where it's due because they've done an excellent job moving the ball through the air. Secondary getting picked apart. Touchdown!
T. Higgins. 24-yard touchdown. And the Lions will extend their lead in the final minute of the half. Extra point try now for Patterson. And this one's right through to make it a 14-3 ball game. Back out there to send this one away. I don't know what was going on there, but the end result, this is going to be a safety. Now the Seahawks call the 2nd of their 3 timeouts as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the first half. Now the free kick comes after the safety from the 20 as they bring the punter on to try and get some hang time here. So they take the flag and the yardage that comes with it.
Go,
starting field position for them here as they come up 1st and 10 right at the 50-yard line. From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. He's going to take a shot right away for the end zone.
And this one almost intercepted. Had a chance to come down with it in the end zone, but could not hang on.
I've got a good friend in football, always talks about predictive history. He's got one of their 2 touchdowns. You can understand why they tried to find him again. Weren't able to connect, but the thought, that was good.
Back to throw, Goff.
They're looking for Higgins, but it is intercepted.
Picked off by the linebacker, Bobby Wagner. And the Seahawks are going to have it here at their own 32-yard line. Here's the Seattle offense ready to get this drive underway. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
40 yards rushing for him now on just 6 carries to this point.
Great pickup by Walker. It was the second back off the board in the 2022 draft. But he was first among rookies in carries, yards, and touchdowns, and was the Rookie of the Year runner-up.
He completes this to Walker.
And a 5-yard gain gets him to the 42. Now the Seahawks forced to use their 3rd and final timeout as they stop it with 11 seconds remaining in this first half.
Second and 5.
Geno now to throw. And that'll be off the mark, too far out in front, and it's incomplete.
This is a half for not just the coverage, but the entire defense is setting the tone in this game.
They come up now 3rd and 5 following the incomplete pass. Throwing is Smith. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete. So another incompletion there. He's hitting on fewer than half his pass attempts in this one, and that is not a winning formula.
Yes, let's make sure we give a little bit of credit to the defense here. They're giving him a lot to think about, a lot of different looks, and he seems a little bit confused trying to complete passes.
So with 4 seconds to go in the half, here's the field goal unit onto the field. This will be spotted just shy of midfield, a 59-yard attempt. Myers' kick is good, and that will do it for this first half. Time for a break. We've hit halftime. 2 quarters down, 2 still remain. We step aside. This is the NFL on EA Sports. And we welcome you back now. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gunn, getting set for quarter number 3 here. The Seahawks trailing, but they will have possession first here as we resume action in the 3rd quarter. Well, certainly not what they wanted out of the locker room here as they'll start defensively at the 40-yard line.
Here we go, here we go.
Now Geno on first down. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
You get the sense that they're saying we're not playing up to what we're capable of, and we're deep enough into the game that the early jitters are long gone, that they should now have some sense of continuity and be able to make some of these plays that they have not been doing so far.
And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. They'll wind up losing 3, and now it's 3rd down.
I see a shake of the head as he gets up, and you've got to imagine he's thinking, guys, you got to help me out. He's hoping his team can read his thoughts because he definitely needs some assistance.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. And that is incomplete.
Well, this is just a continuation of what we saw in the first half. So much for the fresh start to begin the third quarter. Still off-target throws, no rhythm throwing the football, and obviously no touchdown scored in this game.
And here's Dixon to punt now as he gets this one away.
This is brought in at the 21. They call that a punt of 38 yards officially.
And they will take over 1st and 10.
The Detroit offense ready to begin their drive.
17.
Now a play fake, and it's Goff. It's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect. Not his best throw there, but where we sit right now in the third quarter, he's had a pretty good game throwing the football.
He certainly has, and it's not exactly the point where we're doing 4-minute offense yet, but they've got to think about, I'm not going to say milking the clock, but understanding clock management here on out.
Goff's throw caught by Higgins.
And they're going to get this beyond the 40 before he's taken down. That one good for 20 on the catch and run.
Things looking much rosier for him here in week 2. They work with the lead as they've got it 1st and 10. Straight ahead with Gibbs here. And this one not going anywhere. They get him at the 44 for a gain of just a yard.
In the first half, he was held in check on the ground, but despite that lack of production, they still have the lead.
Yeah, and they've got to feel fortunate about that. If they could actually get production from their lead horse, that would help open up this offense and widen this margin, too.
That's taken in by Higgins.
So just 3 yards on the completion there. And now 3rd down and 6 to go.
They are in need of 6 yards here if they hope to move the chains.
Hey, Shell! Listen. Super! Turbo, set!
Throwing on 3rd, Goff. Oh, he's going to go for it all. And he's got his man. It's caught for a Lion touchdown. Jared Goff with his 3rd touchdown pass of the afternoon. And his guy's now an extra point away from taking a 3-score lead.
Extra point by Patterson, up and good.
And that'll make this a 3-score game now. The lead moves to 17.
And Patterson back out there to send this one away. And he'll be brought down right on the chalk of the 20.
Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense.
I kind of feel like they've reached a do-or-die point in this game, Charles. If they're going to try to pull off an impressive comeback, it has to start right here, right now.
Yeah, now they've got a final chance to get out of this situation, but they also understand they've got to move the ball and move it fast. In addition, they need to save as much time so they can get 2 more possessions.
It's a big play there for Seattle. 42 yards.
And the offense is saying to itself right now, if only they were all this easy, because he was wide open. And once he made the catch, plenty of room to work his way downfield. That was a breakdown on the defensive side of the ball, one that they want to fix immediately.
43 yards rushing for him now to this point.
Good yardage there on 1st down. Exactly what you want. Get yourself set up to keep making 1st downs, keep the clock running. And if they're smart, you're starting to milk the clock. No hurry before you run your 2nd down play.
From the 33, here's a 2nd down and 4.
Now Geno. Over the middle, and it's incomplete.
No coverage bust by the defense here. They did a nice job accounting for everybody, and that led to an incompletion.
In need of a conversion on 3rd down. They had the big play to start the drive. Not much sense. Smith. Oh, he tried to fit it in on the slant, and it's intercepted. Chauncey Gardner-Johnson with a pick. And the Lions are going to take over once again at their own 25-yard line. The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. This drive here beginning probably with a pair of motivated groups. Remember, the offense scored a touchdown on their last time out. Looking to repeat that in Charles's defense. They were very frustrated after giving up 6 the last time on the field.
And frankly, it's just a battle of wills in a lot of ways because you know they're both motivated. They both game plan for this drive, and they both have specific outcomes in mind. To me, it just comes down to who can execute better and which side can step up and assert its will over the other.
Now a deep ball there on second down, but it'll wind up incomplete.
Well, they approached this drive with a lot of confidence after their last one ended up as a touchdown. But incompletions on their first 2 throws has them huddling up and trying to figure out a big play here on third down to get their momentum going again.
Now the throw on third down, knocked away and incomplete.
Give them credit for excellent coverage, tight coverage. They're doing a lot of things that we talk about in basketball. They're causing disruptions in the passing game. And as long as that continues, it'll be tough for them to gain any momentum throwing the ball downfield.
And not his best effort there, as this one's going to be spotted down just outside of the 40-yard line.
The Seahawks take over first and 10 at the 44-yard line.
Hey, here we go, hey. Hey, trio left.
Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. And he's going to be intercepted for the 3rd time thus far. Picked off by Kirby Joseph. And the Lions are going to take over at their own 41. The Detroit offense ready to begin their drive. They'll start in excellent field position following the INT. After the interception, here's Goff. And this one's incomplete.
I think he's got to be careful not to force anything into coverage right there. There weren't really any throwing lanes, but the best part for him, he's got 2nd and 3rd down to fall back on.
Goff now to throw. Into the hands of Williams across the formation. There he goes again. Touchdown, Detroit. 4 touchdown passes now for Jared Goff. And the Lions are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead. Extra point by Patterson, up and good. And the lead is now 24. Patterson back out there to send this one away. And they're going to mark that where it went out of bounds, so really good starting field position up past the 40-yard line. Now Smith and the Seahawks going to come up 1st and 10 at the 41-yard line. Hands it to Walker to begin the series. And he sneaks his way forward only for a couple here, 2nd down.
I don't think any of us were surprised that they decided to start this drive on the ground after the last 2 drives ended in interceptions.
Unfortunately, though, not a lot going on that first play.
Yeah, I think the anticipation was felt also by the defense.
Final minute now of the 3rd quarter. Here's Smith now on 2nd down. And under the Lions' pressure, he's brought down. Alex Anzalone from that outside linebacker spot gets in there. It's a loss of 9.
So one quick, easy analysis about why they've struggled so far. They keep putting themselves in 3rd and long situations. They just took another sack right there.
Now, the offensive film session tomorrow may be a little longer than it normally is.
Not a lot of positive grades will be handed out thus far.
3rd and long, it's Smith. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. And the return this time will go out to the 42-yard line. Trying to get one more in here before the quarter breaks. Now a first down throw. Goff. He's going to let this go. Back of the end zone. And that one incomplete. They tried to sneak in a deep ball with the clock running down, but to no avail as time will expire on this third quarter of play. Back now at Ford Field. A lot of happy faces in the crowd at this point as their guys have a big lead here to start quarter number 4.
Here's 2nd and 10. Trying the left side with Gibbs. Oh, that one well designed as he'll take this down to the 30-yard line.
They'll get a dozen there, and the Lions have a first down. Hate to be blunt, but it is just continuing to prove to be the case that this O-line is manhandling this D-line right now.
They deserve to roll up their sleeves and show up their biceps because they're doing exactly what you just described, manhandling the defense.
And yet again, Goff is intercepted. Picked off by Kobe Bryant. And the Seahawks are going to get the football here at their own 23.
Here's the Seattle offense ready to get this drive underway.
Well, it's been a struggle so far for this offense, Charles. It's not only that they haven't been able to put the points up, but really stringing yards together has been a real issue for them in this one.
I'm so glad you brought up the yardage because I was thinking to myself, we've seen a lot of NFL games and we've seen our share of lopsided contests, but in almost all of them, both offenses have put up at least 200 yards in a game, but not in this one. This has been a display of offense that, frankly, I think the two of us have watched from behind our hands, trying to spread our fingers wide enough to actually see the result.
Now, meanwhile, here's a second down throw that's knocked away and incomplete.
Nice back-to-back plays defensively. They're stacking momentum now. 1 incompletion, 2 incompletion. They're going for more.
The offense on third down, they've struggled to the tune of 2 for 8 so far. This is 3rd and 10. Up the middle they run. It's Walker.
Across midfield. He's on his way.
And all the way in. Touchdown, Seattle.
Ken Walker, his 2nd rushing touchdown on the year. And the Seahawks are finally into the end zone here in this 4th quarter.
We see this a lot on 3rd and short yardage, especially down here in the red zone. They're going to sell out to stop the run, try and hold them to a field goal. But once the running back gets past the first wave, the resistance can evaporate after that. And he not only picks up the first, but he takes it all the way into the end zone.
And after the touchdown, here's Myers to boot it away.
And he'll elect not to run with it. And a fair catch on the kickoff will move the ball to the 25. The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. Well, don't look now, but they've got a little bit of a battle on their hands again. Back to a 2-score game. The interception that led to a touchdown. You'd have to think they're a little more careful here if they do indeed try to throw the football.
Yeah, and I was a little surprised by the last throw. You know, that type of throw with this type of a game, I'm going to be very careful about it. Maybe the only throw you make is maybe a toss to your halfback or something like that. Otherwise, take care of the thing and finish this bad boy off.
And he stopped immediately there. No gain on the play, and now they're faced with a 3rd and 1. Run blitz there defensively, something we might see more of here in the 4th quarter.
I think we'll see a lot of it, and the difference between that and a pass blitz, you're just trying to get to the quarterback. You're trying to scheme someone open who will get to the QB and make sure he gets on the ground. In a run blitz, you're actually trying to cover up gaps, trying to cover up holes so they can't run the football.
58 yards rushing for him now as he's run it 11 times.
Well, I don't think there's any question, Brandon, at this stage, the stop troops, the defensive guys, they've got to use their 3 timeouts here. They've got to stop them and get the ball back.
Yeah, if you're in that 2 to 3 score deficit window that they're in now, you got to get it ASAP.
Yeah, no doubt about it. Stop them, use your timeouts. Easier to move the ball on offense without timeouts than to stop them on defense without using them.
Back-to-back nice gains. That one for 14 yards and another first.
Another run for Gibbs here. And not a whole lot of room to operate there on the first down run. He gets maybe 3.
This drive is pretty clear. Almost feels like old school fundamentals, doesn't it? Want to impose their will on the defense. Was that 5 straight runs?
Yeah, 5 straight carries to start this drive. And like you said, the way it's working, they may just stick with it. That's complete to Laporta. And he'll be out of bounds as he gets it down to the 30 there. That's good. The completion there for 7 yards. And that'll leave him with a 3rd and just a yard.
Gibbs will try and pick it up.
He is going nowhere as he is enveloped behind the line. Call it no gain that time, and they're going to be left looking up at a 4th and 1. This late in the game, Charles, I think you maybe seriously have to think about going for it.
Especially where they are in terms of field position, because this is almost like no man's land. Might hurt your punter because there might not be enough space, maybe too far for your field goal kicker. I'm like the old rule. Possession is 9/10 of the law. Possession is 9/10 of winning the game. Go for it. Get the first down. Close it out.
And with things looking pretty good on the scoreboard, they're going to keep the offense out there and go for it here on 4th.
Obama.
They'll try and run for it. And he picks up the first before he's taken down at the 29. That one a backbreaker as they wind up converting there on 4th. The 4th down run successful. Now they look to pay it off on 1st down.
Now a give to Gibbs, running left. And he's able to motor his way down to the 16-yard line.
They'll get a dozen there, and the Lions have a 1st down.
No doubt those are the types of carries they're looking for here, Charles. The lead in the 4th quarter. This is when coaches that have a reliable running game, they breathe a little easier on the sideline.
Yeah, they love the idea that they can take the air out of the football at this point of the game. That means they're really counting on that offensive line, counting on the runners, taking care of the football. Because you're going to tell your quarterback, hey, no time to be a hero. We're not going to throw it here. Just eat up that clock. And if you have the ball, they can't score.
Super one.
On 2nd down, here's Gibbs.
And tackled down after a gain of 3. Leaves him with 1 yard to go on 3rd down. So there the defense denies the rookie of his potential first career touchdown.
And his first NFL touchdown celebration. I wonder if he's thought about it, if he has something cooked up in his head as he worked out with his team, and think about the celebration back home when he finally scores his first touchdown.
You don't get a second chance to make a first impression. We'll see what he does.
Well said, sir. Well said.
A yard all they need, but it's 3rd down. A give right side for Gibbs.
And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Detroit. Jahmyr Gibbs, his 2nd touchdown on the season.
And the Lions have pretty well put it away here in the 4th quarter. Extra point by Patterson, up and good.
And that pushes the lead up to 23.
Patterson back out there to send this one away.
And they'll be set up with good field position here as he gets this up over the 40-yard line.
Even after that big-time return, it's not looking great for them today. But if nothing else, even if the miracle doesn't happen, they can turn to this play and say, hey, we can move forward. Maybe it's a building block for the rest of the season.
Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense.
Where we stand right now in the 4th quarter, this one pretty much out of reach. And, Charles, I know they're going to be disappointed about several things with this ball game, but the self-inflicted wounds, they've had several turnovers. You would have to think that's going to be something they're going to discuss heavily in the film session in the coming days.
You're absolutely right about that, Parker, because they're going to have to sit in that film room and watch every error that they made and figure out how to not do it in the future. And mentally, I think